Carry me.
How much
How
life do
much-
you have, Zeke?
3.4.
How much damage
And,
do you do around me?
117k.
Yeah, I went from 50k buffed to 130k unbuffed next to him.
Yeah, I went from like 20k to 120k.
You guys are way too ahead, holy shit.
Well, keep up.
I also have 1.7k ES, so
These
hopefully
guys
that...
finish one of my props.
It's...
Yeah, but you never know once the end.
Well, I can try and tell you. Oh, never mind, you're already in.
Let me just kill him real quick.
Just run around the outside, I guess.
You guys have the gargoyles?
I think we killed them in the last phase.
They'll come back. You can't. Not in a second.
Get him!
I killed him. Someone else pick up the
Reach and Brace, died in stun.
Meganoid. Alright, come in the treasury.
Wait till everyone.
Yep, coming. Alright guys, so I've been getting some questions about my build since I put a video on Reddit the other day. So let's go over my support build for Prophecy. So this is a support Necromancer. What does that mean? Well, it's a support build, so we've got like our Prism Guardian, Alphas, Shavs. For some extra ES, I'm using an Ephemeral Edge. Doesn't really matter what I have on my one-hander slot because I'm not doing any damage myself. For other gear, basic priorities is Chaos Res, Int, Energy Shield. For flasks, we've got Sorrow of the Divine, given a Zealot's Oath for kind of an emergency heal situation. Bleed Flask, Burn Flask, Movement Speed, Basalt. Pretty good rolls on these, but nothing special. For our defense, you can see we've got 22.5k armor, 81 all res with 82 lightning, 75 capped chaos res, 22 block, some basic stuff there. On the passive tree, you can see that it's basically all travel nodes. We go all the way down here for blood magic, and then of course mortal conviction because it's really good. Iron reflexes was a late addition, but I think that it's helping a lot now that I've got 22k armor. Basically, if there's an aura node on the tree, I've got it. I've also got a Conqueror's Efficiency there. Energy from Within, of course, really helps these nodes out for low life. Arcane Vision. On my jewels, I've got Energy Shield on all of them, Chaos Res on one, Fire Resistance on the other, Overcaps us on all of our resistances. Next on my list is probably going to be Soul of Steel for the extra damage reduction on Fizz, as well as getting our armor a bit more of a boost. So one of the interesting things about this build is that it's the Necromancer Ascendancy. And how does the support build use Necromancer? This node right here got a pretty substantial change for Prophecy. 10% increased damage and 5% attack and cast speed for each aura you cast. So currently on this build I'm running 11 auras. The only one on this list I don't have active right now is Wrath. If I took out Generosity, changed this to 2 blues, red, green, I could put an Enlighten in there and run Wrath, but I really like putting the Generosity in there. Other than that, to run the 12th aura, leaving the Generosity in there, I need to hit a reduced mana reservation in the Uber Lab for one of my 50% auras on my helmet, and get level 4 Enlightens in here. And until I do that, I'm basically stuck on 11 auras unless I swap out the Generosity. But I'm okay with running 11 auras for now. Wrath doesn't really add too much. Anger and hatred seem to be much more useful at this point, especially for the SRS. So some of the other points we've got here, Mistress of Sacrifice is very good for this build as well. It actually gives us a huge amount of sustain with the new skill Spirit Offering. That gives us 2% of our maximum life as extra energy shield for each corpse we consume, and that gives you an energy shield heal as well as adding the new amount of ES. So I usually go from about 7,300 to 8,500 ballpark when I consume a large amount of corpses, and that's actually a flat heal as well, so it's like a 1200 ES heal whenever I use Spirit Offering, and I can use it, 2 times a second. So as long as there's bodies around, it's a pretty good form of sustain, and if not, then you can still use the Sulfur Flask for the Zealot's Oath heal. As far as damage goes, this build was never really designed to do damage, but I do have a 4-link here, SRS, Multi-Strike, Melee Splash, Spell Echo, that basically allows me to solo content as a full support character. Get my Chaos Golem out, or Stone Golem, so I can actually sustain the mana cost. And yeah, basically really, really good SRS build. Only problem is, if you move away from your SRS, it freezes the game, and then you go back and it stutters like crazy. That is 11 auras applying and unapplying to a lot of minions, which is a huge downfall of this build. There's a lot of stuttering going on when you're going mapping with a lot of minions. Alright, as far as gems go, we've got our Vol Discipline, Vol Haste, Increased Duration. Just picked the Vol Discipline up recently, so it's not very high level. Anger, Wrath, Hatred, Generosity, and our alphas, just for that extra boost to those gems, give the party as much damage as possible, give those SRS lots and lots of damage. We've got our 50% auras in our Prism, Grace, Haste, Determination. And our Shavs, we've got the SRS links there, as well as Flame Dash, Spirit Offering. Flame Dash is normally used for maps. I will usually switch Lightning Warp in if I'm running a Labyrinth, just to skip the traps a little easier. In our unset rings, we've got Animate Guardian, which would usually have a Leercast Dying Breath for an extra 35% damage, whatever it is. And Summon Stone Golem, which is most of our sustain for maps with regen. We've got a level 1 Clarity. Now, there's really no point in me having Clarity for myself, but it is definitely beneficial for other party members, but at the same time, only having to reserve, 9 mana. So 9 mana reserved gives myself and my party members 10% damage and 5% increased attack and cast speed. So, it's a pretty easy investment to just put a level 1 Clarity on. Vitality helps us with our sustain again. Discipline is going to stay here. And then we've got our Purities and our Boots with another Enlighten there. Alright, that's basically all there is to say about the build. If you've got any questions, be sure to leave a comment. I'll try and get back to you. So, for now, see you later.
even.
Oh god,
Well, we kill the fire one, but backstuff is still there. Oh,
where is he?
somewhere
Can't
in the
find
middle
him.
of all that shit show.
Fuck. I can't find him. I don't know where to shoot.
Just follow where the SRS are going.
Holy shit. Yikes.
I see him on my screen.
Well, kill
Hiding
him.
behind a rock.
Nobody's helping?
I'm
Jesus.
trying, I'm spawning the
I'm
SRS.
fighting, it's just... Why he's the only one?
I'm staying safe behind this rock over here.
I'm
Jeez,
stuttering
come
way
on,
too
man.
bad.
I'm putting up my totem to slow. Oh god!
We'll bring the party to you.
Gosh.
He's,
dead?
oh fuck, no, he's a third, he's a third.
Yeah.
Who's
More
got
like
the
a
call?
guard.
I've got to call my flame or shockwave totem.
Ooh, I about sat
Oh.
on that.
Almost. He's like 20%.
Oh,
There we go.
My gosh,
I got all the beyond
Oh
demons.
man.
that was intense. I wasn't in the
16.
area for the kill, but
Yeah, that was pretty hard.